This is James Helder for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. With me, I've got British champion Ryan Walsh. We're in the Kickstop Gym in Norwich. Is that right?
That's right.
I normally say Kickstart Gym, don't I? I don't know why. How are you?
Good, thanks. Cheers, James.
Good. Are you getting sick of doing interviews today? You must have done what, 6 or 7 today?
Done a few today, yeah, but I ain't done none for 5.5 weeks. I don't do a lot of this, so yeah, it's a little bit different.
What does it feel like then to sort of be the main limelight of the Walsh family, if you like? You've obviously got Liam, who's not usually taking much of the limelight, as much as he hates to talk. Now you're obviously, everyone's here for you today.
Yes, definitely very strange. It's usually all about Liam, and I like that. I can just stand there, listen to Liam, and not so much. Or even Michael. I'm a bit good Michael went here today because.
To be honest.
So it's funny to see what Michael. We never know what Michael's going to say or what he's going to do. So yeah, it'd be nice to hear what Michael has to say. But yeah, it's different. It's nice. Bit of attention.
I've got to say, I've got to give you a lot of respect because the whole time Liam was picking up titles and doing his thing, you never once pushed yourself forward. You never said, I'm here. Can I do an interview? Well, you just kept quiet, kept your head down, and waited on your opportunity to get another shot at this Lonsdale belt. And fair play to you. That's a really decent way to go about yourself.
I'm one of 2. So me and Michael, I'm one of Liam's biggest fans. So his success, high sharing, and when it's his time and the lights on him, no one enjoys the way he works or how he works, the way he goes about his business, the person he is more than me. So when he's having his time, I really enjoy it, and he's definitely getting better at this now. He was with you there for at least 10 minutes there.
He done all right.
Which is good, and it's good that he's getting more used to things, and he should do as well. He's been around boxing now for a long time, and he's in the ring he doesn't lack any confidence, that's for sure, and he shows himself, and it's good. I'm happy that he is getting more confident at doing a bit of the camera. Me and Michael, it's easy for us. We just stand here and talk. It's quite easy. I wish he was here now bouncing with me because he'd have said something before I got a chance there. So yeah, I am missing him today.
He's never short of a few words.
Oh no, definitely not. I really enjoyed the interview after my fight, listening to Michael because he really did make me chuckle.
He's passionate. He's
very passionate. Yeah.
Very passionate. It's a good thing. How has camp been for this? You're defending the British title at York on Friday against Darren Trainer. How has the sort of camp been for this?
It's been brilliant. It's been very different. I mean, I've said it a few times. Christmas is to get fat and be cold. It's not to be hot and getting thin. So that's what Christmas has been for me for 29 years. This is the first year I've actually been losing weight.
You was in Tenerife,
sacrificing. Yeah, I was in Tenerife for a good month, and it was a little bit different. A bit aggrieved because I didn't get to spend it with my family. I didn't get to spend it with Liam and Michael and their kids and my mum, which that's the sacrifice. It's part of the game, and I'm going to use that as fuel in this fight. I know I am. I had to spend time away from my family. I didn't appreciate that. But it'll all be worth it when I've got 200 family army and my brothers and Graham and my team all cheering us on come Friday.
2013 you challenged for the British and Commonwealth title. Wasn't your night that night against Lee Selby? No one wanted to fight you after that, did they? Let's be honest.
No, I've become. I was part of the Who Needs Him club, and it wasn't a nice club to be part of.
Well, you ain't got a massive promoter at the time as well. It was sort of like...
No massive promoter.
That's terrible.
I got that fight off my own back. I asked for the fight, I got the fight. And I give Lee Selby big credit there because he gave me something that it took me. I had to get into the mandatory position to get a shot to do anything, and full credit for Lee for giving me that opportunity. If I just would have read the script, got knocked out, he'd have looked $1 million. I think I'd have got everyone lined up to then fight me. I didn't read the script. I've made it a little bit more difficult than. Well, I did make it difficult.
Went the distance.
I went the distance.
It was
a good fight. I lost fair and square. It was nice for me to see. After that fight, the first thing my brother said to me, Liam, he said, "You didn't lose to a British champion there. You lost to a world-class British champion." And I love my boxing. I'm big on boxing. And I have to go back to Ricky Hatton, a Kell Brook. You have to tell me a better British level champion than Lee Selby. He's gone on to be a world champion. He's one of the better British champions I've seen. And
I agree, yeah.
That in itself, I learned so much fighting him. I learned so much, and that'll show again on Friday. I thought it showed in the Samir fight, as much as people can have their opinions, close or whatever. It was through the way I lost the Selby fight is why I won the Samir fight. I couldn't fail. I can't lose.
Maybe that doggedness, if you like.
Yeah, the will. You know, maybe I didn't show enough will against Lee. Maybe I didn't have enough confidence. But on the night, I thought it was the experience. I thought if you had a man who was he was very hot. He still is. He's still keeping that form, and he's a giant at the weight too. You've got to give Selby his due. He's a big lad at the weight. I'm filling out into this weight now, so I feel I'm a big fella.
Think you and Selby could meet again down the line? Obviously, I'm not asking you to look ahead of what you got.
No,
this
that's the
Friday
thing. I can't look past Trainer. I wouldn't look past Trainer. I've never done that. That's a dream for me somewhere down the line. That is a dream, yeah, definitely.
With the emergence of Warrington as well, that's a big fight.
Yeah, we've had opportunities. We've had a couple of opportunities. He vacated this title to go on and move on. And again, they're inevitable fights. As long as I do my job, as long as I keep winning, they should happen, regardless of BoxNation Sky, because they've proven that can happen, I think, as long as it's big enough. And you go to purse bids and things like that. It's better for the fighters. That's what the fighters want. We want the purse bids. We want, and if it's got the interest,
bet you want purse bids.
That's what we need. We need the purse bids, and if it's a big, interesting fight, you're going to get good money for it.
That's right. Farney Army will be travelling down to York on Friday in numbers, tractors, all kinds of
horse and cart,
all kinds of fuel. Normal unleaded fuel will not be used.
We've done, my brothers tell me, because they sell all the tickets, I'm not a very good ticket seller, although this one has been unbelievable. I've had so many messages on Twitter.
You boys do a lot of tickets so between you. I know you personally don't sell them, but
Liam and Michael,
the Walsh brothers in general are big ticket sellers.
And on my own, this is what's really nice, like I said earlier, and gratifying and humbling, is it's just me. Usually there's a couple of us, like on our best nights, there's all three of us, and that's what I like, the value there. You get one ticket, free fighters, and that's what's really nice for myself. Just after Christmas, everyone's skint, and they're going to turn up in the hundreds. They're going to give me, not only are they going to spend the money, that's massive, that, and I the support, I value that so much, but it's the time. I keep repeating this, it's the time. They're going to spend 3 hours journey, 3 hours at the venue, 3 hours home, lose half a day next day. It's unbelievable. It's the pressure I'm going to put on myself is to pay them back with a performance. That's all I want to do. I want to perform. So then when they come down there and spend this time, they don't feel it's wasted, and hopefully give them a really good memory and a good night. What
did it feel like to make history, you and your brother being the only British twins to hold the Lonsdale titles simultaneously?
That was brilliant. I mentioned it to Liam that we had the possibility. I love that pressure. I
know other twins have held them, but I mean at the same time.
The McDonald twins, 2 very good twins. You've got a European and world champion there, so they're double European, double British. That's a special. And they're really nice people as well. I know that the manager quite well, Steffi Bull. He's a nice man.
He's a nice fella, Steffi.
Yeah, that whole group. And I've been sparring Andy Ten, and he's a top lad as well. And I was happy for them, but I think me and Liam could have done this a bit sooner, a bit quicker maybe, because there's a big gap between British titles. Jamie had already got to world level per time. I think
Gav was knocking on the door.
Yeah, exactly. So with me and Liam, it was that just everything aligned quite nicely, and on the night I loved that pressure. I loved the fact that it was all on me, and I've got to try and continue that now. The pressure on me now is to perform and to not just be this a one-trick pony. And you know what, for me personally, I owe it to myself now to make sure that I don't slip anywhere. I can't afford to lose.
Slip up for you here would be unthinkable.
Yeah, this is it.
Because you've worked that hard to get yourself into contention after the Selby defeat.
Yeah.
So you're fashionable, you've got the media on your side at the moment, you've got everything to gain, haven't you? Everything to lose, rather.
Yeah, I've got to kick on this year. I've got to really step out of my brother's shadow. I've got to prove that I will always be there with Liam, always, regardless of what happens in my career, but I will always be with him. But it's my turn to stand up and be counted, and I can't wait. I really.
On Friday, Darren Trainer, 11-0, coming from Scotland. He's going to be a very tough game, undefeated kid, going to come and put it all on the line. He's very similar ages with yourself as well.
Yeah.
So he is a man, he knows what he wants out of life. What sort of fight are you expecting?
I'm expecting a really tough, hard, well-contested fight. I think he's a well-scored opponent. I've watched little bits of him. He's going to be, I think, taller than me. They're all taller than me. I'm yet to meet a man smaller than me at 9 stone, so he'll be taller than me. He'll have the... He might be I might have more experience, so that he's got an experience, but then that makes him dangerous because you have no fear. I think you get no fear the biggest fear is losing that off. I don't have that fear, so that's an advantage to me, but also a disadvantage in the sense he's going to fight his life out. He's going to fight his guts. I know what it's like to fight for a British title. I fought twice for 2 British titles. I know what it's like to you want it so much. If you're British, you want that belt. Simple as that. And it's a beautiful belt, and I don't intend to let go of that.
On that note, we look forward to a great contest Friday. Interestingly enough, first show back on BoxNation, you're headlining that. 2016, so it must be a nice feeling for yourself.
Yeah,
starting your year off nicely.
I'm buzzing with that because everyone's looking forward. Everyone's had the Christmas break. We've had a couple of fights over the weekend with Wilder and Hare. But they're the big guys, those little guys' chance.
It's time for the little guys now.
Yeah, you might not get. We'll see what we get, and I guarantee a lot more punches thrown than in the Hare fight. Even though, got to give Hare his props, haven't you? As much as you beat that guy and you can slag him all you want. Look at what he done. He sold it at the R2. He's a top businessman. I have loads of respect for Hare. Even though the opponent, whatever, he's got to fight somebody, and he's been off a long time. And the future's really bright for heavyweight boxing. And as a massive boxing fan, I look forward to seeing Hare with anybody, any of the British guys.
He's back, isn't he?
He's good for the sport. And he's not a celebrity boxer like them ones that are rubbish. He's a celebrity boxer who's world class. So he's good for the sport, because the people at ringside the other night, I hadn't seen them there before. These actors, these actresses, going in celebrity, get me out of here. He's done something and he's put another spin on it, and he's a draw himself. And I like the way he does things. He come out once that song, didn't he? I did it my way, and he's doing it his way. I'm a big fan of Hare, and he can certainly fight, certainly punch.
What about Artur Splitica? Did you watch Wilder Splitica?
I've been catching up on this. I missed it. Liam's told me all about it. Apparently, it was a really difficult fight.
Really good fight, no?
Yeah, I'm
really
looking forward to it because I've got it on record, so I'll be watching that again. And Wilder Fury, I heard Fury jumped in the ring.
You heard about Fury?
I've heard about him jumping in the ring and that. And
I'd just like to say that was absolutely one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It was brilliant. I wish I was out there. That's my only regret.
You know what annoys me? That sports personality. Just use that word personality. How did Fury not win a personality contest? Early on in his career, when I took him really serious, I was struggling with him. As I've watched, I think there's a really good clip somewhere, about 11 minutes long, of all the things he's ever said, and I think he's one of the funniest, genuinest men in boxing, and he's good for it. And sports personality, and you didn't let him, he didn't win. Now, us boxers should have really got right behind him there, and
the thing is, everyone did. Andy Murray's got the personality of a rope ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's shocking.
How Fury didn't win, I'm a bit sort of bewildered, because I know the voting, a lot of the phones, there was problems and issues.
It was like
I
it was
experienced
against
it
him.
myself.
Yeah.
I can't say that it was against him or for him. I just know
It's unbelievable.
The facts were that we couldn't vote.
Sports personality, the word personality goes with Fury. It's what he has got. The things he does is brilliant for boxing. He stands alone in some of his actions. I think he's really funny.
He's great.
But what they did, what I read the boxing news, and what he said, Tyson Fury had to apologise for his actions. It's a lot of rubbish. A lot of his stuff that happens to him gets took out of context.
Of course it was. Misquoted.
What annoys me the most, I'd put this in this sports personality category. You get the four sportsmen and tell me they've done a bigger achievement than him. They beat someone in their field better than what he did. Because let's be right, I didn't think he was going to win. And he shocked me, and he won fair and square. He outboxed, that's one way I didn't think he was going to win. Outboxed him, really impressed me that night. And if he continues to fight like that, he could beat anyone. If he can get into that shape and move and use his height advantage, I was really, really impressed with him that night. Really impressed, and I think he did get. He didn't seem to get the props. Why not?
I think it's partially racism.
This is the thing. I hate the word. I'm glad you asked me that word.
Listen. We can say the word racism.
Yeah,
it's
we
not
can.
racist to mention the word racism.
Yeah, but I'm glad you used that word because
I'm never laughing. Yeah. You can mention it. You're right.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
No. I'm glad you used that word. I don't believe in it. You give me a real good opportunity. I don't believe in racism.
What do you mean?
Because if you're a human and I'm a human, yeah. And how can you be separated by your skin colour or your culture? You're human race, I'm human race. Yeah. There is no race. We're all one.
Yeah, in mine and your mind.
The human race.
In mine and your mind.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter the colour of your skin. It doesn't matter if you're... What's that? No. Yeah, that's true though. No, I say this to my brothers all the time. This is a...
You want to be saying this?
Yeah, this is the thing. But no, let's just say someone an alien turned up tomorrow. All of a sudden... Culture, religion, everything would go together, and like, I'm human race, I'm not an alien, so you fight and you'd fight together. And I just think humans are crazy, aren't they? We are all the human race.
Themselves.
We all breathe oxygen, we all bleed blood. So how are we different? What? Because of our colour and our religion? Nah, that doesn't make you different to me. And if you want to say that, then you're a different race. A cat, a dog. There's no divide, you know. So
I think that's a great way to look at life. I treat people how I find them.
And I think if you respect yourself, then that respect will be mirrored. If you don't respect yourself, no one's going to respect you, are they? So, and rest, I don't believe it. It's a word.
There's got to be a reason, though, why Tyson Fury's achievements, in this case we're speaking about, weren't held in higher esteem. I'm a bit baffled by it.
It's unbelievable.
I'm just baffled by it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, because what he'd done and how he'd done it, and on a wire turf, people don't realise how hard it is to. You need to knock it to
That was the
draw.
Klitschko show.
Yeah.
He's gone on the Klitschko show and basically just upstaged.
He was
everything.
literally the biggest underdog. I put it a few times on Twitter. He's the biggest underdog in sport in 2015. Nobody done what he done. You know, that's like getting
The thing
Russia
is, he
being
told
United.
us all what he was going to do.
And he did. And he backed it up. And they're the people I really like Conor McGregor. I'm not a massive UFC fan. I like the sports when I get to see the big fights.
I've got to say, Conor McGregor, same as you, is the reason sort of UFC's on the map.
Yeah,
if you like.
yeah. I agree.
I'm more of a Conor McGregor fan than I'm a UFC fan.
Who's the girl as well? She done the opposite. She gave it the big mouth, and then that Holly done it, didn't she? Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
Well, when she got done, it was like I wondered would that happen with Colin, but it didn't. Colin backed up everything he said, and he'd done an interview prior to the fight. And I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook. It's a little clip. It was brilliant. He's going to come out really telling I'm going to knock him out, and he did. He, when they back it up, Tyson's backed up everything he's ever said. He's the heavyweight world champion, and undisputed.
That alone, people should respect him.
Yeah, of course. And I wouldn't mind. It's not like he beat a nobody. He beat the best champion for the last 10, 11 years. Yeah, gotta give him that props. I give him all the props. I think he shocked me, and I was a fan anyway of the person. I'm a fan of the fighter more as well, because he's gone and done something that I didn't think he'd do. And like I said, on a night like that, boxing night, they're going to struggle to beat him. Simple as that.
I don't know how we got sidetracked and got onto Fury, but as I said, it's good to talk about him. He's always controversial. And if you haven't watched Fury, his sort of altercation with Wilder, do try and watch it, because it was one of the funniest things I've seen.
Yeah, I've been told. Top man, cheers, James.
Listen, best of luck on Friday
Thank
to
you.
you and Darren. We look forward to a great contest, and you can watch it all on BoxNation if you're not at York Hall in person. Top man, right?
Cheers.
See
Thanks,
you soon,
James.
mate.